Hi, fellow PolyTrippers. I hope you had a productive week, and here's my motivational talk for this coming week. This week, I want to answer a question about the self study component of language learning, and it was actually a response to a question that somebody put in one of our Facebook groups for Portuguese, I believe it was, which is, what book should I read? I want to read a book. What book should I read? And this led to like a very lively debate about books versus other sources of reading materials. But I'll tell you my opinion. You may not agree with it, but this is my opinion. And my opinion is that if you are looking for reading material, don't reach for some really boring, dry literature written by some writer in the 17th or 18th century, which uses all kinds of verb tenses and words that nobody uses nowadays, just because that's what you did in college and the teacher was using those books to hide behind their atrocious language abilities or whatever. I don't know. This is bringing up a lot of PTSD for me, but basically, my recommendation to this person is go online and find like a teen Vogue, like Teen Vogue, for example. A Teen Vogue. She was learning European Portuguese, and I found her Teen Vogue in European Portuguese. And if you can actually stomach the content of those articles, I feel like the actual quality of the language is excellent because it's contemporary, it's using lots of slang, it's using lots of words. You'd be surprised that a lot of times you think Teen Vogue is just kind of like, it's going to be written for. God, I'm going to get so many people pissed off with this video, but I don't mean anything bad. I even recommend it. I don't mean anything bad with Teen Vogue, but basically, I was pleasantly surprised by the actual complexity of the vocabulary they were using, the expressions and stuff like that. Despite the fact that it was written for an audience or for a, I don't know, I'm going to get myself in trouble if I go on. But anyway, I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of the language in Teen Vogue. And again, the content is not always my cup of tea, but if you can power through that, it's like when I was living in Holland many years ago, where we didn't have the internet. I would buy these romance novels because the language was just perfect. It was perfect. It wasn't too complex. It was complex enough. I had to stop because I couldn't handle the actual subject material, but it was if I could have handled the subject material, then it would have been very, very good for my language learning. And so that's what I would focus on and not necessarily focus on books which are too complex and to work through. That's my opinion. You may not share the same opinion. I know my wife doesn't share the same opinion. So don't take this as gospel, but just take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion. So anyway, that's it for this week. Be sure to check out our resources page at polytripper.com, where we have a number of games and activities to take your language learning to the next level. And also join us at our Facebook Lives every Saturday at facebook.com/polytripper, where language learners come together so they don't feel so alone in their language learning journey. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.